paper or this that. So this is the informative side and the opposition side. The topic is Streetsmart versus Booksmart.
Is it Streetsmart versus
Booksmart.
Booksmart, or is it Booksmart is better than? You need to identify the motion. Properly state the motion.
Booksmart is better than Booksmart. Booksmart is better than Streetsmart.
Okay, it is Booksmart is better than. It is. Now, the affirmative side is from
First speaker on the affirmative side. Katong letter sa debate is the first speaker of second speaker and so on. Affirmative side. Opposite side. Third, opposition side. Affirmative side. Third, opposition side. Fourth affirmative side. Fourth opposition side. Fifth. Fifth opposition. Last week, the sixth affirmative. Sixth opposition.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair, may I ask, could it be possible that so that we will not be having confusion as to who the first speaker down to the sixth speaker, can you have that one starting here at first, second, third, fourth, sixth, so that it is easier for us audience to identify which speaker speaks first?
I'll now be explaining the speeches and time limits. Speaker 1, Team A will be given 4 minutes. Speaker 2, Team B will be given 4 minutes. Crossfire between speakers 1 and 2. Speaker 3, Team A and second speaker 4 minutes will be given 4 minutes. Speaker 4, Team B, second speaker will be given 4 minutes. Crossfire between speakers 3 and 4, 3 minutes. Speaker 1, summary, will be given 3 minutes. Speaker 2, summary will be given 3 minutes. One course file on speakers, 3 minutes. Speaker 3, final focus, 3 minutes. Speaker 4, final focus, 3 minutes.
In addition to that, during the summary, we will select one representative to explain or state their summary speech. Now, shall we start? Leaders, ready na? Now, first speaker of the affirmative side. Wala tayo, Madam Chair, wala tayo teacher stance. This was a pala.
I don't know with you. Silang sources na nag-borrow yesterday. I told them to borrow because they want to have one. But it is not necessary to have one if wala ta. Okay? It is okay. It will not demerit your scores kung walay stand. Okay? It's okay.
This speaker, your time starts.
A pleasant morning to you all, my fellow debaters, audience, and to our honorable judges. I am Julie Margaret Willingness, the first speaker from the affirmative side, which we agree on the statement, Booksmarts are better than Streetsmarts. Let me tell you why. But first, let's get to the definitions first. A booksmart person is someone who learns greatly from books, generally intelligent, well-educated, and does well academically. A On the other hand, a street smart person is someone who has the experience and knowledge necessary to deal with the potential difficulties or dangers of life in an urban environment. As much as I respect the opinion of my opponent, I do believe that Booksmarts provide the foundational knowledge, critical thinking skills, and adaptability necessary for long-term achievement. You have the advantage of having self-confidence as your accessory. You feel confident in doing something because you have the knowledge, the facts, whether it is the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do, and how to do it. Street smarts were never reliable when it came to feeling prepared and confident in walking unfamiliar situations, instead of feeling like we're building a house out of straw that could tumble at any moment. By being a book smart, I feel like what I'm building has a solid foundation. You don't have to be worried about disprove. When you have actual verifiable knowledge to back you up, no one can come along and knock your facts on your face. With book smarts, you can have proof on your success. By being a book smart, you can have the background of what you have achieved and done. If you apply for a job, you will be easily accepted because they know that you have knowledge and expertise in that field. On the other hand, when street smart apply for a job, you can just say, oh, I'm street smart, I know that, I trust my gut, I know my intuition, I'm responsible, I trust my intuition. Do you think that you can be accepted after saying that? Will they believe on you? Let's have another scenario. Let's say you want to start a business instead of applying for a job. You can't just say a business is all about give and take, buy and sell. You still need to understand what a business is and how it works. You can't just roam around and make a silly strategy like, hey, let's go here because someone will buy here. And you need to understand complex terms for a business. What is an investment? What is assets? How do you compute this and that? How do you book it? Do you know what is marketing strategy? And that's it. I rest my case.
For the first speaker of the opposition side,
Refrain from talking.
time.
Good day everyone, especially to our esteemed panelists. I am Tabi Dulan from the opposition side, arguing to the motion that book smart is better than street smart. While education equips us with information, it doesn't prepare us for the unpredictability of life. Is it that why some highly educated individuals often lack of practical skills like budgeting, handling emergencies, or even managing relationships? Let's not forget that street smarts also teach resilience. Someone who knows how to adapt and recover failures as far as more likely to succeed than someone who simply knows how to recite theories of success. Everyone, picture this. You're stranded in an unfamiliar city. No phones, no instructions, no maps, no everything. Would you rather trust someone? Who would you trust someone more to get you out safely? Someone who recites theories, or someone who can adapt, think on their feet, and problem solve on the spot? That's the essence of street smarts. Well, may book smarts teach knowledge, but street smarts teach us resilience, survival, and adaptability, skills the real world needs. So, while book smart teach us knowledge, life isn't a classroom. So, and success isn't measured by how well we memorize theories. It depends on adaptability, emotional intelligence, and quick decision making, all which are cultivated by street smarts. Proposition may argue that book smarts builds expertise, while true, knowledge without application is useless. Theory does not prepare you for the messy, unpredictable challenges of the real world. Street smart complement book smarts, but they also surpass them by teaching us how to adapt and thrive when theory fails. To conclude, success isn't about survival. To conclude, success is about survival, adaptability, and action, not just academic knowledge. As Charles Darwin said, it's not the strongest nor the smartest, but the one who is adaptable to survival. And that is why street smart are not just better,
They are indispensable in the real world. That's all. I raised my case. Thank you.
So let's begin the crossfire. Between speaker 1 and 2. Speaker 1 from both teams.
I guess it's speaker 2, vote speaker 2. Sila kay 6 naman ni sila God. There are only 6. There are 6 members. So the one that will be on the crossfire will be speaker 2.
2, 4.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrea Sofia R. Lopez, the second speaker from the affirmative side. Booksmarts are the skills that you acquire in formal, informal education, and research. These include things like knowledge of history, literature, science, and mathematics. Booksmarts is having learned what is dangerous and what is not through education. Everything you need to know you can find in a book. There is quite literally nothing that has not been written about. Books enable us to learn about things that we have no opportunity to experience in daily life. We can learn from the past through books, so we won't repeat the same mistakes of others and build on their achievements. We can also develop our analytical skills and learn how to view and interpret the world around us in different ways. Streetsmarts are often developed through trial and error, which can lead to unpredictable outcomes. While adaptability is a strength, the lack of a methodical approach can sometimes result in inconsistency, especially under pressure or in unfamiliar situations. Streetsmarts are people who use their experience to make decisions instead of basing them on facts. People that are street smart that have little to no education are the ones that will be prejudiced and easy to judge. Street smarts are also have limited perspective, lacking comprehensive understanding of complex systems of broadening context. They lack a theoretical framework. Without formal education, practical knowledge may lack depth and structure. Trial and error approach, rely on experience alone, can lead to costly mistakes and inefficiencies. They are developed through trial and error, which can lead to unpredictable outcomes. That's all.
With the affirmative side, Andrea, what speaker, the second speaker of the affirmative? So,
Second speaker from the opposition.
wala pa nag-start. We have Mr. Speaker of the Association side. The time starts now.
Thank you, Andrea, for your points. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges, while the proposition highlights the value of Booksmarts, they overlook the crucial role of street smarts in navigating real life. Ma'am, I provide 7 proofs for the claim of our facts. Life is unpredictable and fast-paced. Booksmarts focus on theory, but street smarts provide the adaptability and emotional intelligence needed to handle emergencies, resolve conflicts, and adapt to sudden changes. Skills gained through experience, not textbooks. Furthermore, not everyone has access to formal education. Street smarts, shaped by experience, are universally accessible and essential for survival, emphasizing critical thinking, improvisation, and quick decision making. Lastly, while theoretical knowledge is valuable, it often falters without practical application. Street smarts reach this goal, equipping individuals to thrive in an unpredictable world. I ask, in a dynamic and uncertain world, how can Booksmarts alone prepare someone to succeed without the resilience provided by street smarts? That's all. Thank you.
Now, crossfire between speakers 3 and 4.
It's done with, I guess it's rebuttal. You're talking about rebuttal. We're just done with the crossfire. Okay, they are opposite 6 sila ka-members, hindi sila 5. May I remind you once again, there are 6 members from this team. That is why we have the first speaker doing the constructive speech, then the second speaker doing the crossfire. So that's why the third speaker will do the rebuttal. Kay 6 man ni sila kabuok, unlike inyo ang group. Okay.
We have the presence of the third speaker.
Okay. You just do the third speaker na lang. Ano na lang para mo makuha.
Affirmative side.
Good morning everyone, I am David.
Your time hasn't started yet. Also, audience, please lower your voice to audience at possible. Third speaker of the side, your time starts now.
Good morning everyone, I am David Baby, and I am the third speaker from the affirmative side. The opposition argues that these marks are practical and adaptable, but let's take a closer look at their limitations. These marks rely heavily on instinct and personal experience, which can be useful in the moment, but they lack the depth and foresight that these marks provide. These marks are reactive. They teach you to handle problems after they occur. Booksmarts, on the other hand, are proactive. They prepare you to understand and solve the root cause of problems, preventing them from happening in the first place. And as the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. Another major weakness of Streetsmarts is that they are limited to personal experience. What works for one person may not work for another. Booksmarts, however, are built on collective knowledge, decades, even centuries of research and expertise that can be applied universally. Think of medicine. You wouldn't trust someone who relies only on instinct to diagnose an illness. You'd want a doctor who has studied and knows the best course of action based on evidence. Booksmarts teach adaptability through knowledge, learning across various fields such as science, history, and technology, which prepares individuals to adapt to a wide range of situations. Unlike
Audience.
which rely on trial and error, Booksmarts provide a solid foundation to make informed, confident decisions. Streetsmarts are reactive. They rely on instinct to experience and respond to images and challenges. Booksmarts on the other hand are active. They prepare individuals with the knowledge, tools, and foresight to prevent problems, innovate, and achieve lasting success. Streetsmarts have their place, but they are limited in scope and application. Booksmarts are not just about memorizing facts. They are about equipping individuals with the skill and knowledge to innovate, adapt, and create long-term solutions. If you want progress, if you want to shape a better future, then Booksmarts are the foundation we must rely on. That's all. Thank
Thank you.
Honorable judges, esteemed panelists, and respected colleagues, good day. I am Aquila, Deputy Head of the Opposition, and I stand here to firmly oppose the proposition that claim that Booksmarts are better than Streetsmarts. To be street-smart is to have situational awareness. It means knowing how to assess your environment, understanding the people in it, and identifying the best forward. This is skill, whether developed in the streets, trenches, or any challenging context, teaches you to trust your own judgment and instincts. These are invaluable tools in life, no matter where you go or how far removed you are from the street. The key difference between Streetsmarts and Booksmarts I learned in the source, the knowledge. Booksmarts relate theories written by someone else. Interpret the world for you. No matter how brilliant the author, you're still 1 degree removed from the matter. In contrast, Streetsmarts are forged through direct experience. It's you putting yourself in situations that test your judgment, resilience, and ability. Streetsmarts mean you have been faced by life. Survive and learn to thrive. Streetsmarts also forge courage and emotional resilience. When you face challenge firsthand, you develop a bank of courage. To draw upon when life tests you again, the adaptability is priceless because it equips you to handle the unpredictable nature of the world. Finally, Streetsmarts don't just coexist with Booksmarts, they often lead to them. Those who are street-smart understand what works, what doesn't, make them better observing useful knowledge and discarding irrelevant theories. In conclusion, being a street-smart means having experience, resilience, and ability to think critically in real life. Qualities that are far from valuable in navigating life compensation than book knowledge alone. That's all. Thank you.
Speaker 4 from the
Good morning. I will the speaker for from the academic side. Booksmarts come from studying and learning. It helps people solve problems in a clear and organized way. Learning from books and school gives a deeper understanding of the world, which can be used to make smarter decisions. This kind of knowledge is important in jobs like science, medicine, or technology, where facts and clear thinking are needed. While Streetsmarts focus on adapting to real-life situations, Booksmarts prepare individuals to understand the why behind those situations. For example, someone with Streetsmarts might find a clever way to fix a problem temporarily, but someone with Booksmarts can understand the deeper causes and create long-term solutions. A doctor, scientist, or engineers uses Booksmarts to save lives or invent new technologies, not just by reacting to challenges, but by preventing it. Streetsmarts, while useful in some situations, have major flaws that makes them less reliable compared to Booksmarts. First, Streetsmarts are limited by personal experience. Someone can only act on what they've encountered, meaning they might not be prepared for new or unfamiliar challenges. This makes them less adaptable in a wide range of situations. Second, decisions based on Streetsmarts are often influenced by bias. Because they rely on their own experiences, their judgment can be shaped by emotions, assumptions, or even stereotypes, which can lead to mistakes. Third, Streetsmarts lack the depth and breadth of knowledge that Booksmarts provide. Without learning from books or experts, they might miss out on proven strategies or key information that will help them solve problems more effectively. Fourth, Streetsmarts can lead to inconsistent outcomes because they depend on instinct or improvisation. What works in one situation might not work in another, especially in complex or high-stakes scenarios. Lastly, Streetsmarts can create a false sense of security. People may rely too much on their instincts and past experiences, believing they're prepared for anything. However, this can cause them to overlook important details or underestimate challenges, leading to poor decisions. These flaws highlight why Streetsmarts alone fall short, and having the knowledge from Booksmarts is crucial for making well-rounded, informed choices. That's all.
Now, let's begin the summer debate. Each side, please pick one.
Wala pa ikuha na position.
Opposition.
Ay po.
Ay ko abang wala.
Good morning, everyone. I am J. Eugenio Peras from the opposition side. And I stand here today to argue with the motion, Booksmart is better than Streetsmart. Streetsmarts are invaluable because they equip individuals with practical skills, quick thinking, and the ability to navigate unpredictable real-world situations. While Booksmarts provide theoretical foundations, Streetsmarts go further by teaching adaptability, social intelligence, and problem-solving in dynamic and challenging environments. Successful people often credit Streetsmart for their ability to seize opportunities and overcome obstacles, making it clear that this form of intelligence is indispensable in today's fast-paced, ever-changing world. Crucially, Streetsmarts are complement Booksmarts by bridging the gap between knowledge and application, ensuring that ideas don't just stay on paper but are transformed into action. While we recognize the value of Booksmarts, life doesn't follow unfixed script. When faced with unpredictable challenges, Streetsmarts give individuals the tools to think critically, adapt, and thrive, proving that in many cases, They provide the edge ready to success. That's all I wish my case.
Now, let's begin the summer of this debate. It's in
Okay, okay. Before we start with the summary speech, for prep time, will be given 5 minutes.
Maximum.
Para magamit yun ako resistance ng integrity ba? Makatshot naman. Minsan makatshot nila niya.
Summary.
Let's begin summary.
Summary speech. Okay, the summary speech is now open.
Again, representatives of each team will be given a maximum time limit of 3 minutes. This figure of the affirmative side, your time starts now.
Good day, everyone. I am Diana Erlestino. We live in a world that often glorifies the practical, the tangible, the immediately useful, the celebrate the entrepreneur who builds an empire, the athlete who breaks a record, the artist who captures the moment. But what about the quiet power, the enduring strength, the foundational knowledge that comes from books? What about Booksmarts? Some might scoff, they'll say Booksmarts are irrelevant in the real world, that they don't translate to success. They'll point to self-made figures who never finish high school, the artists who intuitively gifted, the athletes who rely on instinct. And yes, these individuals exist. Their stories were inspiring, but their success despite a lot of bookstores. Bookstores aren't just about memorizing facts and figures. They're about developing critical thinking skills, about learning to learn. They're about building a foundation of knowledge that allows you to connect with training, to solve complex problems, to adapt to changing circumstances. They're about understanding the world around you, not just experiencing it. Think about it. Their groundbreaking inventions, every revolutionary work of art, every significant social experiment, all of this were built upon a foundation of knowledge, of research, of understanding, to pass to shape the future. This is powerful news. Bookmarks provide a solid foundation of knowledge through formal education, which equips individuals with practical thinking skills, theoretical understanding, and the ability to solve complex problems. In contrast, Streetsmarts offer practical, real-world experiences. Bookmarks are
Silence, please.
can open doors to a broader range of opportunities and foster intellectual growth in various fields. How can someone rely on Streetsmarts when situations often vary and there's no standardized when you learn them? Would you rather be growing in trust or growing in fear?
Summary of the opposite side.
Your time starts now.
Greetings to the panel of judges, greetings to Madam Chair and our fellow debaters. I am Naz Gabriel. As a member of the opposition, I firmly oppose the idea of Booksmarts being better than Streetsmarts. Street-smart individuals know how to handle practical situations in everyday life necessary to get things done, but are not as naturally educated or gifted academically. Let's not forget, Street-smarts also teach resilience. Someone who knows how to adapt and recover from failures is far more likely to succeed than someone who simply knows the theory of success. Just to name a few successful people in their business, but they really didn't even finish their college degree or they were dropped out of the university, like Steve Jobs, the founder of iPhone, Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, Michael Dell, the founder of Dell Technologies, and Ivan Williams, the founder of Twitter. They all left college before they could collect their diplomas. This is not stating or convincing people to drop out from the university to have a successful business of their own, but to merely state a reason that you do not need to be intelligent to be successful in life. And just like Donald Trump mentioned in his reality series The Apprentice, you do not need to be so smart, but business smart. Everything can be learned because everything is teachable in our day-to-day living.
And this is where the street smart people excel the most because they know how to deal with it, not intellectually, but by logical sense of what other people will say common sense. And the good news here is that everyone is teachable as long as you have an open mind and most of all, willingness to learn. Live and succeed in the real world as if with no rules and boundaries. Learn new things every day and never stop learning because life never stops teaching us.
Uh, Madam Chair, excuse me, are we allowed to use the remaining 5 minutes for the preparation time to the grand crossfire?
No. Crossfire na diretso. You will use the remaining 5 minutes for the preparation for the final focus. If you want.
So, we'll now be starting the grand crossfire. And the grand crossfire, all speakers are present and are allowed to express their statements. And during the grand crossfire, you're only given 3 minutes maximum. Now, shall we start? Debaters. Amen. We'll start from the affirmative. 3 minutes. Start now.
Yes, many successful people drop out of school, but the key here is that they were already exceptionally driven and had access to opportunities that most people don't. They didn't succeed because they dropped out. They succeeded because they had a unique combination of luck and timing that gave them a major advantage. Their education is and early access to resources, people, and networks played a huge role in turning their ideas into billion-dollar companies. Education doesn't guarantee success, but it prepares you. It gives you the tool to think critically, solve complex problems, and navigate challenges. Without education, those same successful people would have been missing the foundational knowledge that many people use to build their businesses, careers, and networks. In short, education is still a powerful tool. Those who drop out often have the rare mix of circumstances that help them succeed. For most of us, education is the key to even starting that journey. Yes, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg exist. That doesn't mean that they didn't have quality education. Zuckerberg dropped out to take care of Facebook. He had a quality and formal education. Majority of successful people have a college degree paving their way.
Next.
Thank you for your points, but let's dive deeper to this debate. You've claimed that Booksmarts, academic knowledge, and theoretical learning are the key to success. But let me ask, what good is knowledge if you don't know how to apply it in an unpredictable real-world situations? Isn't life filled with complexities that no textbooks can prepare us for? Street smarts, practical intelligence, and problem-solving skills are what help people navigate the challenges of everyday life. Without these skills, even the most educated individuals can struggle to function outside controlled environments like schools or offices.
Affirmative side.
Well, you're saying Booksmarts lack practicality. Well, Booksmarts have the essential foundational knowledge that enhances practical problem solving. They know what's the function of this, what's the purpose of that. They are equipped with the knowledge, making them effective decision makers and problem solvers. And of course, you will think that Booksmarts are all about books and not adaptability. Adaptability depends on the individual. A person with academic knowledge can adapt effectively if they are willing to apply their learning in flexible and innovative ways.
Of course, qualifications can open doors, but long-term success often hinge on skills like networking, persuasion, and emotional intelligence, all of which are all hallmarks of street smarts.
Time's up. 3 minutes.
Okay, not 3 minutes is off. Okay. That's so good. Okay. Okay, so the floor na. Okay, it's now 5 minutes prep time for your final focus. Remember, this is your last chance to convince us.
May I have the May I call the representative by the caucus from the affirmative side.
Good morning, everyone.
Your 10 minutes started it. Time starts.
Good morning, everyone. I am Gwen Jodie Haramelio, the sixth speaker of the affirmative side. Booksmarts are geared to formal education and learning, providing a deep understanding of the world, critical thinking skills, and the ability to create long-term solutions. These skills are essential in fields like medicine, engineering, and science where facts and careful planning drive innovation and progress. Booksmarts offer a broad, adaptable knowledge base making them reliable in diverse situations and crucial for humanity's advancement. In contrast, Streetsmarts come from personal experience and focus on reading real-life situations. While they are practical and adaptable in specific, familiar contexts, Streetsmarts are limited by personal biases, lack of depth, and inconsistent outcomes. They often rely on instinct that trial and error, which leads to errors in unfamiliar or higher stakes scenarios. The text argues that while Streetsmarts can address immediate problems, they lack the foundation and reliability of Booksmarts. Books allow individuals to learn from the past and avoid mistakes and develop intellectual and analytical skills, offering knowledge beyond personal experience. Ultimately, Booksmarts are positioned as the driving force for progress, equipping individuals with the tools to innovate and build a better future. Practical solutions often rely in theories learned from books. For example, doctors can't treat patients without learning human anatomy and pharmacology. While it is important to balance both intelligence, but what truly drives humanity forward is the knowledge, understanding, and innovation that come from Booksmarts. While Streetsmarts rely on instinct and familiarity, Booksmarts prepare you for unfamiliar or unexpected situations. What happens if you're traveling to a completely new environment where you haven't grown up or built instinct? A survival guide, first aid knowledge, for an understanding of slums learned through books becomes invaluable. You can instinct your way out of what you don't know. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, the speaker of the opposite side. Time starts.
Honorable judges, esteemed panelists, and fellow debaters, good day, and Abdullah, the opposition with. Here to explain why Streetsmarts are in practical knowledge are superior to Booksmarts in preparing individual success in the real world. Practical education teaches us how to navigate real-world challenges, fostering problem solving and adaptability. Skills critical for success are often absent from textbooks. By engaging in hands-on learning, individuals retain knowledge, gain curiosity, and remain prepared for unpredictable situations. Education systems are increasingly shifting toward experiential learning because it fosters critical thinking and creativity, skills needed in modern workplace. Booksmarts alone don't provide the real-world perspective that practical knowledge offers. The proposition claims Booksmarts form the foundation for expertise, but theory alone lacks a real-world applicability. Practical knowledge teaches us how to act effectively in unpredictable situations such as negotiating or adapting to market changes. Streetsmarts go far beyond survival skills. They include emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, and the ability to adapt to the new and complex environments. These qualities make Streetsmarts versatile and invaluable in both personal and professional settings. Streetsmarts build resilience and adaptability, qualities necessary for success. This hands-on experience cannot be replicated by theoretical knowledge alone. Practical education transforms theory into action, making it essential for real-world success. In conclusion, life doesn't offer textbook answers. Success comes from adaptability, problem-solving, and resilience, skills that Streetsmarts provide. Therefore, practical knowledge is vital for success. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, this time, you go forward. And then you shake hands. So that's the process. Halo. Okay.
Shake hands, say.
Okay.